Eating. You're doing it wrong. Eating, yeah, so you probably think you already know how to do that, right? 1. Put food in mouth. 2. Chew. 3. Swallow. But just like with anything, there's actually room for improvement. I'm talking about perfecting something so you get bigger, better results by changing only just a few small things. Eating is one of them. So take a second to learn about how you've probably been doing it wrong all this time. So here are the eating rules. Don't drink too much with your food. Eat slowly. Chew thoroughly. Let's look at those in a bit more detail. Don't drink too much with your food. Well, having too much to drink with your meal dilutes your stomach acids and it reduces the effectiveness of digestion. Of course, some foods are dry and you do need a drink, but try to keep it to little sips and leave large amounts of liquids, say more than half a litre, to either 30 minutes before a meal or 20 minutes after a meal. So don't be drinking a pint of water with your meal or anything like that. Just have little sips, let your stomach do its job without being diluted. Next rule, eat slowly. Your stomach and your brain are connected, but there's a delay in communication. It's a bit like different departments in a government office. So you can be eating away and your stomach says, okay, all full now, but your brain hasn't picked up on that message yet, so you keep eating. And then by the time your brain has received the message and you realize that your stomach is full, it's already too late and you ate way more than you should. This means that you feel overstuffed and your body is going to turn most of what you ate into fat stores since it now thinks there's a famine coming. Otherwise, why would you eat so much? So slowing down and stopping sooner means you eat less. This one tip can lead to significant weight loss over months and years without changing any other habits in your life. Now, here's a tip. Food becomes less tasty when you're beginning to feel full. So, as you eat, think, am I enjoying this? If not, stop. If you're not enjoying the food, stop. Here's an example. Stale pizza tastes great if you're starving hungry. But if offered after you've just had some lunch, you wouldn't stop and think, shall I eat that? No, you wouldn't hesitate to turn it away. You would not eat stale pizza straight after you've had a meal because you're not hungry. My dad always says hunger is the best sauce, so definitely stop and listen what your senses are telling you. And in Japan, they stop eating when they're from a scale of 1 being starving hungry to 10 feeling stuffed, they stop at a 7 or an 8 when they're starting to feel full. That's just when they stop because they know that it takes time to develop. Just a couple of thoughts for you. So slow down. Try to put your knife and fork down between bites instead of loading up with the next bite before you've chewed the first. The next one, chew thoroughly. Chewing your food thoroughly has multiple benefits. First off, it slows you down, so you're giving your brain longer to get that full message from your stomach. Next, properly masticated. Now, masticated means chewed, but it sounds dirty and clever at the same time. Anyway, properly masticated food releases the nutrients much better, so your stomach can absorb them when it gets there. Properly chewed food means less work for your stomach to break it all down to process. Less energy used on that process means more energy in the rest of your life, literally. I mean, how many times has a big meal made you feel sleepy? That's because your stomach is putting all its attention, or it's getting all the energy from your body to process that big meal you just ate. And finally, maybe even the most importantly, the enzymes in your saliva break down your food more efficiently than the enzymes and acids in your stomach. I'll say that again. The enzymes in your saliva break down your food more efficiently than the enzymes and acids in your stomach. So it makes sense to chew the food until it's mush or liquid before swallowing it. It takes a while of getting used to, but you'll get there. So there you go, a few simple rules to eat. Let me know in the comments what you think. And as soon as I've written my post about being in the Clean Plate Club and how to get out of it, I'll let you know, and I will link to it in the 4-week Fat Melt members area.